How's it going, everyone? In this video, I'm going to count down my top 5 favorite New Vegas quests. Keep in mind that Fallout is a mature rated title, so this video is going to contain some language, violence, and sexual themes. If any of those things offend you, you may want to go ahead and exit out. Number 5 is going to be 3-card bounty. You'll pick this one up from Major Daughtry at Camp McCarran, and he can explain it a little bit better than I can, so I'll just let him do it.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends. Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up Earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you? Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nephi. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot.
And if you haven't fought Cook yet, make sure you speak with Little Buster. He has a warning that's important for all of us to hear.
But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Coming in at number 4 is Wang Dang Atomic Tango. Now this is a side quest that you'll pick up at the Atomic Wrangler Casino in Freeside. You'll go inside to speak with James Garrett, who has a very interesting job proposition for you.
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
Luckily for us, Freeside seems to be a cesspool booming with talent, including our very own Woggle named Beatrix.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
A smooth talker who's feeling just a little used up.
I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
And a programmable robot named Fisto.
Please assume the position. Servos active. Numbness will subside in several minutes, awaiting further orders.
Now that we've lined up all the talent, it's time to return to the Atomic Wrangler. Prepare yourself. It's about to get really awkward.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers, I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
Coming in at number 3 is Beyond the Beef. You'll start this quest at the Ultralex Casino by speaking to Mr. Gunderson. He'll let you know that his son has gone missing and he wants you to take a look around. But the more you explore, the more you see things just aren't right with the White Glove Society. Marjorie will try to put on a brave face about a very dark past, but it's Mortimer who really opens up about what they really crave.
For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people. But I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way.
It's at this point in the quest that things get really interesting. You can kill Ted and serve him for dinner. You can rescue him and give him back to his father. You can kill him and frame his father for his murder. Or you can expose the cannibalism happening at the banquet. If you choose to save Ted, you will have to find a replacement. And of course, they already have someone picked out. And it just so happens that he's someone who can't handle the temptations that come with the Black Widow perk.
The dumpster? That's filthy. I can't tell you how much that turns me on. It takes me back to my youth when I used to fool around with the help at our estate. I shouldn't, but it's been so long. And when is this ever going to happen to me again? Okay, you're on. Don't keep me waiting, gorgeous.
He'll get in the dumpster on his own, so at this point the only thing left to do is head back to the Ultralux where we'll be clued in on his fate.
We'll know after tonight's banquet at 7 o'clock. I'll only be telling everyone what they've eaten after they've eaten it.
Number 2 is Democracy in Action. Now this is an unmarked side quest that you'll start as soon as you find Vault 11. The quest will begin before you ever take your first steps inside. You'll be met by 4 dead bodies and a grim recording detailing some pretty sinister events. But if you really want to solve the mystery behind Vault 11, you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper. As you explore the vault, you'll come across several recordings and memos that suggest the citizens of Vault 11 believe that they will all die if they don't offer up one of their own as a sacrifice every single year. It appears they generally tried to choose a bad person who had done some wrongdoing until the voting system became corrupt. And in a desperate attempt to save her husband, a woman starts murdering the leaders of the voting houses. I'll let you see how it all plays out, but not before showing you the sacrificial chamber, a place where all overseers go to die.
Martyr, your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light. The light is calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin. Greetings, martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
And number 1 is going to have to be the entire Old World Blues DLC. This DLC introduced so many great characters, some really original quests, and some cool locations. And if you want to complete it, you're going to have to make nice with a full cast of characters, including a human-turned-robot doctor who doesn't seem to remember what a penis is.
And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting. Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors.
Another doctor who just wants to do whatever this is.
Ooh, purple, purple, ooh, bloop, bloop, bloop,
and one really angry toaster who was hell-bent on the destruction of the world.
Yes! Yes! Soon my work will be complete. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire. Oh yes, the sweet smell of spilled electric guts. The sparking diodes. I fucking live for this!
You may not want to help any of these guys, but you will if you want to reconnect with your brain. Because after they scooped it out, it appears they kind of lost it.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
You'll go through extensive testing, battle a giant mutated scorpion, and talk down the mad Dr. Mobius, only to find out that your brain? Kind of a dick.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland.
And once you have your brain back, you can finish this DLC however you want. You can be as aggressive or passive as you want to be. And that's really going to wrap things up, so thank you guys so much for joining me. I couldn't think of a better way to say goodbye to Fallout New Vegas. And we'll see you soon for some Fallout 4.
Down at the end of the hall is ball storage for jocks who like balls. Like Richie Marcus. Did you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes balls.